Okay, so you remember that one time I swore off puzzle pins because they're too expensive and too obnoxious and you have to complete them once you're started? Oh, they released a DuckTales one and now I gotta do it. So let's see if the pin gods are on my side. Right back.
Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel and thanks for returning. If you're new here, my name is Jake and I do all kinds of Disney content including subscription boxes, swaps, hauls, vintage trips, trivia, pins. If it's Disney, we're doing it, so you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next Disney adventure. Alright, I know I swore off puzzle pin sets, but it's the Disney Afternoon, and what's the good of being a channel called the Disney Afternoon if you're not going to collect the Disney Afternoon? So I've got 9 boxes. Now, there are 10 possible pins in this series, 8 in the original set, 2 chasers. So we know we're not going to complete it today, but let's see how close we can get. So I got 5 boxes from Diana over at Dream499 Pins. She's in LA. I got 4 boxes from Francis over at Dream Finding with Francis. Both folks linked down below. And Francis is in Florida. Maybe that'll help our odds. Let's dig in. So, if you haven't seen this set yet, it is glorious, first of all. And if they're doing a DuckTales ones, I'm really afraid of any other kind of Disney Afternoon merch. Did you see they released a new cluster pin, a 3rd cluster pin? We're living in the Disney Afternoon golden era, my friend, so get into it. So maybe I'll try to pop a better picture on the screen, but we've got Launchpad, one of the Beagle Boys, Scrooge McDuck, Magica, Duckworth the Butler, Donald, which I could have done without, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Gold, oh, what's the guy's name? Well, then there's the officer, and then there's Nanny. Oh, who's the old guy? The one from Scotland. All right, leave me down in the comments. So, they come in these boxes. They are 20 bucks a pop. You only get 1 pin in the thing, and it's a bloody mystery at that. So, all we're going to do is dive in and see how we're going to go. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you know that mystery sets, puzzles, or otherwise, don't usually go well in my favor. Or shall we recall Pocahontas Poster Gate of 2021? Well, I had to try. So here we go. Gonna rip the top off. I'm gonna show you first. I always get so nervous doing these. And our first one is Magica. Okay. We had to start somewhere, so no repeats yet. I'm going to pile these onto the board so that I can show you and we can cry about the duplicates together. So she is a corner piece. Nice. All right, so these are the ones. I'm starting with Florida. So let's see if Florida versus California, the great debate. Let's see how it pays off. So here we go, number 2, opening the box. I feel defeated before we've even started. There's so many puzzle pin sets that I have not completed still, but okay. We've got, I don't know if Officer Beagle Boy had a name here. I don't really know. All right, he is, he's the one right under Magica. So far, look at that. We've got a puzzle locking piece. All right, I dropped some things. Okay. Come on, Francis. I believe in your magic. See what we got. Number 3. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. The Beagle Boys. All right, we are doing okay. Now, where do the Beagle Boys go in relationship? Okay, there are a couple down. We've got Mrs. Beakley and Scrooge in between. So I'll just kind of put them off to the side. 3 for 3. See, this is when I start to get really nervous. I really go into these things feeling optimistic. And then, right, a couple in, I'm like, okay, the luck's got to run out any time. But let's cross that Disney magic fingers. So the last one from Florida, here's Francis's card, by the way. I, of course, will link her down below. She is the pin queen. She's got more pins than anybody can shake a stick at. And she's always gracious to pick up pins for me. So Francis, thank you. Okay, number 4 from Francis. Let's see how Francis did. Is she 4 for 4? Oh, she is 4 for 4. Francis, you did good, my friend. Okay, I think he goes on the other side. Yes, he is the corner of the Beagle Boys. So let's take stock before we go over to Disneyland and see how Diana over at Dream 499 Pins, who definitely check out. So 4 for 4 from Francis. So in the middle, we've got Mrs. Beakley goes here and Scrooge goes here. And we've got this bottom row to complete. And the chasers are Gyro Gear Loose. And a lot of people originally had thought it was going to be Bubba Duck, and it's not. And RoboCop. What's his name? I'm so flustered. It'll come to me. Okay, we're moving over to California. See how Diana did. See if I buy any more pins from Diana. Just kidding. Diana's fabulous. I always buy pins from Diana. I've mentioned her many times on the channel. She is amazing. All right, number 1 from California. Oh, womp womp. Now, to be fair, had I started with it, that maybe this wouldn't be a duplicate. Okay, so if you're out there collecting, I've got a Beagle Boys pin with your name on it. All right, number 2. See, this is, now that we've had our first duplicate, it's like, reality sets in. Okay, this is number, what are we on? 5? All right, so we just hit the halfway point. Tearing these open. These tear better than they used to. Okay, this is the front. Diana. This is starting to shake up like Pocahontas poster gate. This is why I don't do blind things anymore. My anxiety goes through the roof. I'm going to have to get a glass of wine after this because I can't handle it. Here's Diana's card. And here's a duplicate of Diana's card. I love Diana. All right, here we go. I'm just going to have to pay. You know, the prices on eBay are bloody outrageous. I'm just going to have to pay them. Is it worth my anxiety? Probably. All right, here we go. Please don't let it be a Beagle Boy. All right, but it is another duplicate. So I've got another Launchpad McQuack. Well, hit me up for traders. I got to get better at trading. You know I'm terrible at it. I have piles of pins to trade, and they just sit there, and I just buy new ones. Okay. All right, here we go. Come on, Diana, come through. Okay. We've got one more from Diana. So apparently, don't buy your pins from California. Ugh. These better be on some of your boards, Diana, so I can trade. All right, last one. DuckTales, woo. Okay. Scrooge, we've got the man himself. Not quite a redemption, but it's at least a happy note on which to end this video. And we've got the place for Scrooge to go. He goes right next to the Beagle Boy. So we got no chasers, which those are going to cost me a bloody pretty penny. So I'm going to have mercy. All right, here's where we landed. We almost completed that top row. We're just missing Mrs. Beakley and Webby, I think, is with Mrs. Beakley. Mrs. Beakley and Webby. And then the bottom row, we got the officer. Yeah, we got the officer, which there's 10,000 of the stupid officer because nobody wants the bloody officer. And then we've got Glomgold, isn't that his name? Glomgold? And the nephews, and Duckworth the butler, and Donald. And there's the trader. So if you are collecting these, please hit me up. Please hit me up. I'm desperate. I feel like at this point I can't buy any more blind boxes. The risk is too great. I'm just going to have to find other ways to get to them. All right, tell me down below, are you collecting these pins? Are you collecting the puzzle pins? What do you feel about the puzzle pins? I love them, but the anxiety is too much. It's too much. All right, hit like, hit subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I hope to see you soon on the next Disney Afternoon.